Hello and welcome to Nice Sport Pal. I am Jim, and behind the camera, as always, the lovely Dawn. Say hello, Dawn.
Hello, Dawn.
We are here today at Mexico for when you need a vacation from your vacation, the Mexican Pavilion at Epcot. It's the perfect place to relax and get away. Let's go. Okay, the very first thing is over here to the right of the pyramid is this lovely path. It's shaded, it's got all these nice plants, it's a ramp instead of steps. Heads right into the side of the building. Kind of a nice little detour. What do you say? We always go to the left. Maybe today we go to the right.
Yeah, I think we go to the right. Let's go.
Let's go. There's a small line to get into Cava del Tequila today. It'll give me a minute to decide what I want. Chips, queso, maybe a fancy tequila. Probably not. Maybe a margarita. Hola amigos. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us on all of our adventures so that every day can be a Gran Fiesta. We are going to try some margaritas today and get the chip trio. It's got queso, it's got guacamole, it's got salsa. That's a good combo.
Are you gonna try the guacamole?
I will try the guacamole. We're also one of our drinks is going to have, it's going to be an avocado margarita. I know it probably won't taste like avocado, but I am willing to try it.
Alrighty.
These look fantastic. I'm so excited about this. Plus, we'll get some salt in and I'll be nice and thirsty by the time the drinks show up. I've been transported to Mexico. Okay, the drinks are here. Where to begin? 2 margaritas. I'll be trying some drinks. All right, this is the avocado margarita, and it's melon. Melon is the flavor.
Nice and sweet. Smoky.
It's lightly sweet and smooth. The horchata is the other one. That one is supposed to be the sweeter of the two. This one has some cinnamon in it. Sweet is not the word I would use to describe it. It almost, I can taste the whiskey in it more.
Okay.
But it's good. It's not harsh. There's a little sweetness behind the whiskey, but it's not what you think of when you think of, margarita in the blender. This is more of a cinnamon, smoky, whiskey flavor. All right, these drinks have been fantastic, but we're gonna have to move along or I'm gonna pass out on the boat ride. It was great. The tequilas were super interesting. Now, what'd you think of? Like, we probably have American tequilas and margaritas.
We don't even have margaritas.
We don't usually have them. But when I have had them, they just tasted like lime juice frozen.
Yeah.
This is for tequila fans, I think.
Yeah.
But all very super interesting. There were some drinks that had like, instead of like a salt rim, they had things with black ants with them. Did you notice that on the menu? Black ants.
I probably would have left if I noticed that.
I kind of wanted to be that daring person that ordered that drink, but the drinks themselves were not what I was feeling at that moment. So we got a couple of very interesting drinks.
You weren't feeling very antsy, Jim?
I was not.
The chips were amazing.
The chips were very good. The queso was everybody's favorite. I really liked the salsa.
I wasn't a fan of the salsa.
Dawn didn't like the salsa because it was
smoky and
a little spicy.
I mean, I like spice, but smoky. It's like they smoked the tomatoes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, I liked that, but we both agreed the queso was fantastic.
And the guac was just.
The guac was just okay.
Just plain
for everybody.
Yeah.
The drinks were fantastic and super interesting.
Yeah.
And on another day, I could have just hung out in there for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty small. Probably holds like 50 people max.
Tops. Yeah. Super small, a little noisy. Just a fun bar vibe.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we've got a lot to cover here. We got to go get on a boat.
Let's go.
They used to have a big pile of sombreros in all different sizes in here. Maybe it's a little too on the nose for Mexico. I don't know.
I don't know. They had tiny little hats.
Yes.
And then they had big giant hats.
I will say this: there seems to be a lot more emphasis on Day of the Dead type stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of cocoa things.
Yeah, they have a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, but I really enjoy the open market feel of this building. As soon as you walk in, it's like you're transported to a nighttime scene in Mexico.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's definitely nighttime. Your eyes take a little time to get used to it, but it's pretty nice.
And then the restaurant at the end, the San Angel Inn, is probably just hands down one of the most romantic dining settings there is in Disney World.
I would say.
I'm not saying it's the best meal because we've eaten there before and I think the food usually lets us down, but the atmosphere.
But it's been many years since we tried.
That's true. We should probably go there again, but we are actually trying the other one today, so we won't get to that. There's so many places to get to.
I'm loving all the stores. They have glass blowing and just interesting things.
Yeah, the La Tienda Encantada is just a little gift shop section within this giant gift shop, and it features all the Coco merchandise. So if you're a fan of the movie, that's where you're going to find your stuff. All right, we have had a lot of fun exploring Plaza de los Amigos. We still have one more stop in here before we head outside, and that is the Gran Fiesta tour with Donald Duck. Let's go do it.
I don't know. We must find him. The concert is tonight. You're an agent.
I love that Coco blends so well in here in the Mexican Pavilion. I really feel like there's no reason not to include all the Disney characters in this stuff around the world. They're part of the world.
Who are you gonna see, Jim?
I'm gonna see Donald Duck, #1, in his Mexican attire. I am a sucker for characters. I don't know what it is. Probably because I'm like 5 years old. I don't know. But I'm so excited I can't stand it. We're next. In the Mexican Pavilion. I love your vibe. I don't care what those people at Guardians say. Well, that's right. You, Donald Duck, number one. We've also, as you can tell, spent some time at the tequila bar. Oh, we've been having. So really good. This completes the day with my photo with you. There you go. That's why people come here. It is absolutely. If you were to use that clock. Continuing our tour of Mexico, we've jumped across the street from the main pavilion. We're here at La Hacienda de San Angel. I get them all confused. They all got San Angel in the name. But for years, I walked by this place without knowing it was even here. We're gonna fix that today. From what I understand, good Mexican food, nice views of the World Showcase. Let's check it out. So, La Hacienda de San Angel. Here's the menu. They have some signature drinks, of course. For starters, though, they have guacamole and some queso, some tostadas, shrimp cocktail. They have some house specialties, including carne asada. That looks good. And then they have the entrees, which I'm gonna have to read every one of these carefully. It looks like there's some chicken, some tenderloin, some stuffed poblano, braised duck. Oh no, Donald. And then some braised pork that also looks really good.
Do you know what you have there, Jim?
For right now, I remember what it is.
It's a pumpkin margarita,
yes.
With Blanco, tequila, citrus juice, pumpkin, cordial, corn liqueur.
It sounds really good. He took the little cap off and it had a little smoke that came out. I mean, like mist or something. I don't know what it was. Dry ice?
Maybe it was smoke. Does it taste smoky?
That's good. Actually, this is sweeter than the ones we had earlier.
Oh, nice.
Just a hint of pumpkin, though. It's kind of like margarita. Hint of pumpkin, ice cold. This one's really good.
All right, so what number margarita is this?
This is number 3. So this is the Ensalada Hacienda. It's got arugula, watermelon, pumpkin seeds, toasted sesame seeds, and queso fresco with lime oregano vinaigrette. So now I am going to try Ensalada Hacienda. I like that a lot. It's fresh and light.
It's so good. Nice and refreshing. If they had this on the quick service outside, I totally get it.
This is an excellent starter. I like this a lot.
I almost got it as my meal.
It might have been a little too light for me for that, but it's totally a nice salad. I like it a lot. All right, so I have the cochinita pibil, which is a pulled pork dish. It has some plantains with it, and it comes with rice. It looks fantastic. I'm very excited about that.
What did she get?
She got queso fundido. It is melted cheese with chorizo, peppers and onions, and it says it's served with flour tortillas. And Dawn, you got the pollo poblano, correct? And your only request, I believe, was no mushrooms.
Correct.
Yeah, but it did come with some vegetables on the side and a nice sauce. It's got zucchini and sweet potatoes, and has a poblano cream sauce. So, cheers. Dinner was excellent. There was some hits. There was probably a miss or two, but overall, delicious food. Ariana had a queso dish that was good, but just a bit much. And then Dawn, I really liked your chicken.
Chicken was good. Chicken was very good.
That was honestly, like flavor-wise, that was probably my favorite.
Mine too.
We're gonna get a dessert too.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the Templo Delicioso, which should be quite a presentation. That is very nicely themed. We were sold on views of the World Showcase. All the shades are pulled, but I can see the sun's beating in, so
the sun is pouring.
I know that's why they're pulled. Maybe they'll raise the shades up for the evening. It might be a good spot to get an evening dining reservation at like 8:30. I don't know. But it is also noticeably quiet in here. There are not a lot of people eating in here. I know it's a little early. We are dining on the early side. But people were not beating down the door, I think. And Dawn, I think you felt the same way. People really want to eat over in the main building.
They do. They want to eat in the temple.
Yeah, the San Angel Inn. It's the iconic restaurant. It's in the main pavilion. It looks beautiful, but the food's better over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
We've had a great experience so far, and now we're just looking forward to dessert. I can't wait. I find it interesting that the Mexican restaurant across the street is selling a dessert that looks like their main pavilion.
This is probably sold over there too.
Probably.
This is a velvety chocolate temple filled with dulce leche ice cream served atop crispy churros, canjada, and seasonal fruit.
It is not a piñata.
Yes,
Ariana.
it is. There's ice cream in the middle.
Hold on.
Oh.
Well, that is going to do it for us here today at Mexico. It has been a vacation within a vacation. We have spent the day at the tequila bar, mariachi cobra players. We saw Donald in his Mexican garb. We went on the Gran Fiesta tour with Donald and his friends. We did shopping, and last but not least, we had a huge meal at La Hacienda de San Angel, and it was very good. The dessert was killer. It was huge. It looked like that. I mean,
It was giant.
it
So
was
good.
It was really big, and it was a great way to end the meal. We love going to Mexico. Just going inside there transports you to another place. It's one of the reasons I love popping in there, and one of the reasons why I kind of wasn't kidding when I said best ride in Epcot. It's Mexican small world, but it's so much fun, and I hardly ever miss it. But that's my tour of Mexico. I hope you liked it. I hope you had fun coming along with us. Dawn, how did I do?
Nice work, pal.
Hello and welcome to Nice Work, Pal. I am Jim, and behind the camera, as always, the spectacular... excuse me.
I'm not gonna use that.
No. I got some porchetta in my throat.
Porchetta or porchetta?
I said porchetta when I ordered it, and the guy at the counter said one porchetta. So he didn't correct me, so either he's super polite or he agreed.
I think it's porchetta.
I think so too. I don't know if anyone would tell me I'm wrong, but maybe it's one of those words that can be either way. This is a big digression. Brief. Dinner was good. That's it.